So, Glenn, Boeing faces several challenges ahead.
Well, they do because of all of this. Financially, Boeing does have plenty of cash on hand. It's expected to get through this, but profits are down as 737 deliveries have almost stopped and costs are up, dealing with the mess surrounding the 737 MAX. Bottom line, it could have been worse hadn't it been for some good news, like delivering more Dreamliners and selling more military hardware. But Boeing's problem goes beyond the numbers, and today revealed a strategy to help bring back its damaged reputation. Before the grounding of the MAX fleet within days after the second crash in Ethiopia on March 10th, the world's airlines couldn't get enough 737s. Production stood at a dizzying 52 jets per month, leaving the Renton factory, mostly MAX models. And Renton was scheduled to head even higher. But now production's been cut back to 42 airplanes a month. Boeing maintaining its workforce for a time when production can resume, hiring additional outside engineering experts, dealing with the redesign and certification of a software fix to prevent another accident. And while its fix is waiting on approval from the FAA and other world regulators, the company says it's hired other outside experts to help it regain trust.
We know it'll take time. We have to earn and re-earn the trust of the flying public.
Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg on this morning's earnings call with analysts and reporters.
We think a key voice in all of this will be the pilots for our airlines, and their voice is very important. That bond between the passenger and the pilot is one that's critical.
Most of it resides in Boeing taking accountability of the situation and fixing this problem for good. There is no substitute for that, in my opinion.
Shelley Jane is an expert in brand marketing at the Foster School of Business at the University of Washington. He says Boeing benefits because it's had a good reputation for most of its 100-year history. It is brand resilient, but he warns another crash could be devastating. And if the company can keep owning up to its role involving a system failure common to both 737 MAX accidents, what's known as MCAS, it could even come out stronger.
But I would say if Boeing really plays the situation right, yes, I would agree they could come out stronger.
Now, there's a lot of complexity in this plan. Some 50 airlines are already flying MAX jets and thousands more on order. Boeing's chief saying they are tailoring their approach to each of those airlines in those countries, each of those airlines trying to win back confidence, which, as you hear, involves airlines, the pilots, and the passengers who depend on all of them.
So Boeing stock went up a little bit today.
Right.
Is it still a good investment, something people want to hold on to?
A number of analysts have said, look, they're rating it a buy, they're rating it a hold. We weren't really expecting a big shift today unless there was a real bombshell. Everybody knew this was going to be expensive. But I think the bottom line is this. I mean, we've had the number of people needing to fly globally still outstrips the ability of Boeing and Airbus and everybody to sort of supply planes. So the future is still for demand. And this is, where China is standing up, and it has stood up its own aircraft company that seems to be doing pretty well. It's still a hard business to get into, so there's not a lot of competition. We'll see if that changes over time. Okay. But one of the concerns is, would an airline like Southwest say, we're not going to remain exclusive to Boeing anymore? So there are other potential pitfalls out there.
Okay. Glenn, thank you for that.